So yeah, I was just double checking. Yeah, thank you. I think it's all right. Thanks, Peter. Yeah. Oh, I'll leave it to you. Thank you. Right. So remember to start. Good evening. Can you make sure you're like all as close to the front as possible? We don't want to have gaps and things like this. Just come forwards. If you've been modest enough to sit near the back, feel yourself promoted. Let's be in a body. Let's not straggle. You might make some new friends. And by the way, when we next Monday we are in the church, and we've already experienced this slight awkwardness involved in the seating arrangements there. But can I recommend that you, within your voice sections, you try to be aware of, who is taller and who is not so tall, because it's going to be difficult. That sopranos and altos especially, you won't have great seating. You need to try and be seated ready to start at 8 o'clock in a sensible arrangement where everybody can see, and just use common sense to do that, because we're not worried about firsts and seconds or anything like that. All right, we're going to try and get through parts 1 and 2 tonight, and I'm going to tell you about stands and sits. Let's have a very quick warm-up. If you'd like to stand, please. Have a stretch. Good old stretch. Turn your upper body as a quarter turn to the right and to the left. Ease those lower back muscles. Could you repeat that process? Okay, and slowly lower your arms, tuck your tummies in, keep your chests well postured, loosen your shoulders, just roll them backwards and forwards, and just wiggle your knees, dissipate any tension you can feel in all parts of the body that are involved with singing, which is basically everything. And take a deep breath and a lovely sigh. Hum your lowest note. Now follow my fingers. That's it. Same on an ooh. And on a zh, as in pleasure. So just follow me. Finally on a V, that's a V, go. All right, C please, Robin. And then E, go. Really slimy. Altos and basses, so you're going to explore down there and come back up. Sopranos and tenors going up and back down again. Ready? number 5. Stay standing, please. Number 5. Which we're going to, first of all, sing to nu, quite gently. It's quite gentle anyway, but just gently to nu. Let's have a bit of light accompaniment. Okay, nu. 1, 2, 3. Good. Could I hear altos? Could you sing, this is bar 9, 10, 11. Selbst die Fackel bei. Just that little bit, okay? Starting on the F. In fact, we'll have mir selbst, 2, 3. That's right. Robin, could you give him some support? Okay. Mir, give him an E. End of bar 10. What did I say? Bar 10. End of bar 10. Did I say something else? Sorry, apologies. End of bar 10. You did very well, altos, considering you didn't know where we were. 2, 3. That's right. Goodbye. That C sharp must be closer up to the D there. Tenors, can you do the same phrase? The end of bar 10. 2, 3. That's right, and then goodbye. That's a bigger step up from G sharp to A. Both voice parts. End of bar 10. 2, 3. That's it. Good. It's a slightly weird little bit, that. So, remember, mezzo piano at the beginning, mezzo forte at the beginning of the second half, Jesu, comma, and then setze mir selbst die Fackel bei. All right, so let's try the whole thing. Let's try it unaccompanied. Good. Have a seat. Right, so we'll come back to that a little, but I want to now go through in order parts 1 and 2, let you know what happens with stands and sits and so on. And so back to the beginning, and you will be standing, won't you, at the very beginning already? That's right, isn't it? You stand, do you, when we all troop on? Yes? So you'll be standing already. And we will sing number 1. So you can sit for now, but sit, support yourself properly, be sitting in a good posture, use the apparatus. So let's have Robin, could we? Where can we go from? Just 4 bars before basic. Okay, so this is bar 29. All right, 1, 2, 3. Now, the next thing you hear will be the first chord of number 2. When you hear it, you sit. Okay? So you'll hear... Oh no, it's a tenor, sorry. Okay, so when you hear the continuo strike up that B minor chord, you sit immediately, okay? I may or may not look at you. I might be looking at the continuo players. So that's when you sit, automatically. That was very good. Well done, everybody. Whenever you see the word Fröhlichkeit, can you remember that it means happiness? Happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess, etc. And can you sing it in a manner that is in keeping with that? Look at, can you look at bar 77? By the way, I loved the Stimme. That was really good, strong vowel. Not messy, very well placed, unanimous, fantastic. So just sing this phrase from bar 77. Okay, we're rejoicing, we're celebrating, we're happy. Here's your chord. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a nice little climax moment, not in terms of pitches or anything like that, but the word is a climax. Okay, very good. Let's just go back a little bit. Have a look, please, at bar 50, where the tenors lead off. We're going to just do this slightly under tempo. And can you make sure that each of your little entries, wherever you have to sing something like Lazarus, that's what I want to hear coming from each voice part in turn, like little gleams of sunshine. One voice, then another voice, then another. And then you don't need to oversing the next bit, but it's that la-ha-ha that I want to hear each time. So tenors start us off with a bit of help from Robin, not too quick. Ready? 2, 3, 1. That's it. Altos, look at 55. Klage, then you have to find la. It wasn't quite clear to me that you found that C sharp. So can you sing Bannet die Klage in 54? 1, 2, 3. And 1. All right, that's good. Very good. Basses, can I hear your first one? It sounded a little bit on the muddy side. So don't sing la. Can you sing la? Really high up in the cheekbones, basses. Ready? 2, 3, 1. And 1. That's it. So la, okay, la. That's got to shine with happiness as well. Just put all that together again, please. A little bit more up tempo now. So tenors bar 50. So la sagen, and 1, 2, 3, 1. Good. Sopranos, can you listen to 65, please? And it's the last note of 66 I'm particularly interested in, which was sounded a bit indeterminate. So can we have Ferba and 1, 2. That's right. So link it to the second note you sing on bam. Ferba. Back to the C sharp there. One more time that, please. And 1, 2. Very good. And then soprano, alto, tenor, remember, at the end of bar 68, you're going to accent la, set, yeah? You get that nice offbeat feel. La, set, das, sagen. It'd be really good if you could do that. So you break after Klage, and then an emphasis on la, set. So can we go, everybody, please? The last note of bar 64. So the upbeat to 65. Okay? Here we go. And 1, 2. Could you say for me, und Fröhlichkeit an? 1, 2. Und Fröhlichkeit an. Okay, it's Christmas. It's Christmas Day, isn't it? Is that what this part 1 is? I think it's Christmas. Is it Christmas Day? Yes. It's Christmas Day. Okay, the happiest day of the entire year. All right. Let's hope. So, can you sing that word Fröhlichkeit as if you're just opening up your presses? Ready? Und Fröhlichkeit. Say it. 1, 2. Und Fröhlichkeit. Yes. And you get another chance at the end of the chorus, so we're going to look on a little bit. Can we do the equivalent passage bar 106, please? A little bit under tempo first. And again, we need bright vowel, la, set. Okay, nice bright vowel and a strong entry each time that comes in. So basis, so start us off. 106, 2, 3, 1. That's good. Okay, now alto is a similar problem for you. 115, followed by 116. Sounds like this. And 1. I think that is more awkward than the other one, isn't it? So can you sing Das Sagen and 1. La, set, ready, 1, 2. And 1. That's it. So you've got to really kind of know where that is. Basses, going back a bit, bar 111, that entry, slightly awkward. Bannet die Klage, la. Now, can you for me sing for now? Can you sing Klage on the same A twice? Klage. Then you just go on up the scale and it's easier, okay? So from verbannet die Klage, ready? 1, 2. And 1. That's right, exactly. Now, if you can try and imagine that's what it's doing, but you drop the octave. Klage, but remember that. La. Okay, so verbannet as Bach wrote it. Ready, 1, 2. And 1. Very good. That's it. So just think of it like that. And imagine it's the scale carrying on up. Good. And then we're going to, oh yeah, sopranos. You need to listen to, could you do their entry in 114, please, Robin? Okay, it's high and quite tricky. So Robin will give you lots of support. Just try 114. 2, 3, 1. Well done, that's good, that's good. It didn't sound like that last time, but that sounds good. You've got a couple of flutes helping you out, I'm pleased to know. They'll be joining in with your tune. Let's put that together up tempo, and altos in 1, 2, 4 when we get there. It's your job to emphasise la, so, does. Yeah, that's just you that time, doing that offbeat entry. So everybody 106, please. Okay, a little bit quicker now. I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 1 basis. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, all right. So, well done. Any questions about number 1? I think it's sounding good. We won't go terrifically fast, because it's meant to be, it's got to have a certain grandeur to it as well as a happiness. Okay, number 2, so you sit on the first chord of number 2, you hear number 2, you hear number 3, number 4, which is the aria. Now, the aria has got what's called a da capo in it. So, it goes back to the beginning and finishes at bar 88, doesn't it, for the second time. So the second time, 88, you've got da da dee da dum dum da dee da 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 dum tum tum ta. At which point you will then sing number 5. However, you also need to know where to stand. So if you look at bar 68, 9, 71, 2, 3, 73, can you see that the soloist has just sung Bei dir zu sehen? Yes? And then the violins go tum ta dum tum ta da da. Well, where they go dum da dum, that's where you stand. But only the second time, yeah? Not the first time, otherwise you'll have a long wait. Okay? So the first time that happens, there's more aria to be sung, then it goes back to the beginning, and then when you get to bar 70, whatever I said for the second time, you stand on dum da dum da, you stand. So we're going to practice that. So you get ready. Robin, can we go from 68, 7, 6, 5? Bar 65 with the upbeat. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2. Bereite dich, Zion, mit zärtlichen Trieben, den schönsten des Trieben bald hier zu sehen. Up. Okay? And I don't know what speed exactly it will be, but that's the sort of way it happens. Stay standing, and then you get an A minor chord. It finishes on an A minor, or sort of A, possibly some A's. Okay? That's an A, so think how you're going to find your note at the beginning of number 5, and then you sing your first note, which is fine. So, Robin, if you could just finish the play out of the previous one. V. Okay, so you've got to watch. Okay, and let's have a nice V sol, sol. Okay, here's the play out. and then we're going to practice it in a second. When we get to the end of that one, the next number 6, you will sit when you hear the first chord of number 6, but we'll practice it. Okay, so sing the last phrase of number 5, please. Mir. 2, 3. There isn't a T on the end of that. I heard a massive T from somebody. It's just Zai. Zai. And then you hear this. And that's where you sit. Stand up. Sing Zai, please. Zai. Here we go. Ah. Etc. And then we have okay, she gave birth to her firstborn son. All right. Then you sit through number 7, which is a funny little piece where you have a sort of bass aria combined with the soprano singing a chorale. So you can listen to that. Then you have, energetic bass aria, number 8. This is good. And it's another one of these ones with a da capo in it. So you see, if you find where number 9 begins, and look at the end of number 8, and it says da capo, when you get there for the first time, you go all the way back to the beginning of number 8, and sing through until the end of number 8 is bar 80. It's got a pause over the top of the note. That indicates that when you get there for the second time, that's the end of number 8. And where you have to stand, it's the same procedure as before. You see where the bass finishes singing in bar 66. Erdenpracht, and then the trumpet goes bum, bum, ba, taka, 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 taka. So where the trumpet starts, marked forte, that's where you stand. And there won't be any sort of pause or anything there. So this is bar 62. Let's practice it. Bar 62. 1, 2. Stand. Okay? And supposing the bass tells me that he does want to slow up there, if you sit down again, you've got to be ready for anything, because the soloists tell me what to do, basically. On the, but, I beg your pardon? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, did I say 8?
You said 2. 62.
I'm going to go from 62. I'm going from 62 now. So here's 62. Der Erden up. That's all right. That's it. But it's the trumpet is the soloist there. So stay standing, and then the chord is fed to you for number 9. Okay, so give us the last 2 or 3 bars of number 8, could you please, Robin? Okay, then I will sit you down, and there will be a certain amount of kerfuffle in the orchestra, because the trumpets and drums have to go away, and the flutes and another couple of oboes. Oh no, the flutes are there already, aren't they? But another couple of oboes have to come in and find a seat somewhere. So there'll be a lot of musical chairs and fisticuffs, no doubt, when people can't find the right seat. So there'll be a break there, and you will sit, and you'll notice that at the beginning of number 2, you're not involved in number 10. It's just an orchestral piece. So that's how that works. Now, this number 9, it mustn't go too slowly. At the beginning, I've used the word tenderly for you, haven't I? But mustn't be timid. Can it be warm and tender? And then the third phrase, still warmer, and the final phrase, resolute. Okay, and you'll hear the trumpet fanfares will inject a bit of enthusiasm into the proceedings, but you have to generate it all yourself at the beginning. The accompaniment for you is not large when you start singing. Oh, well, no, you do have some accompaniment. You do, actually. But you've got to get that first few words out. Ach, mein Herz liebes Jesulein. Okay, so you've got to really love Jesus when you sing this phrase. Here's the play out of number 8. Ready? Yeah, good. Basses. Ach, mein Herz, ich hab liebes. So just make really high up with that G sharp there. And can we really hear ach, the CH there? Let's just go straight in. Yeah, that's it. D for das. Das, ich. Let's hear basses only, that final phrase, please. Ready, and 1. Yeah, vergesse. It's a bit more neutral, not vergesse. Gesse, dine. Okay, so it's more like a little bit more like an And dine can have a D on it as well. Let's add the tenors. Tenors and basses only, the last phrase. And 1. That's it. Basses, don't be put off by the tenor singing a B next to you on ich when you're singing an A. Okay, it's deliberate. Can you stop on the first note of ich, tenors and basses? Okay, so, da-dee, and 1. You're still on your B. Okay, very good A. Okay, so, das ich. Really lean on that B there. It's quite deliberate. Okay, so let's have the whole phrase, tenors and basses. And 1. That's right. So, dine. Can we have d, more d there from everybody? Let's put the altos on top. A to B. And 1. Good. And keep it dine, da for as long as possible, rather than dine. Okay, keep an R vowel for as long as you can. Dine. And then the E is very, very dine. It's almost part of the N. Okay. Sopranos as well, please. And one. Fine. Good, good, good. Well, that's sounding good. Very good shape. So we move into part two. You see number 10 is a very pastoral symphonia. It's a sort of Baroque cliche, this, to have music in when you're trying to talk about shepherds and sheep and things in the countryside. You go into 12/8, you have flutes, and it's meant to evoke that sort of country idyll, which even in Bach's day, I suppose, was gradually being lost. I mean, there wasn't industry as such, but people were coming into cities to find work and things like that. So there were shepherds in the same area. So you have number 10 you can listen to and enjoy. But you don't have to enjoy it, it's up to you. But anyway, you're going to listen to it. Now, number 11, I've got a job for you, an important job. The tenor sings, und es war Hirten in derselben Gegend auf dem Felde bei den Hürden, with their flocks, die hüteten des Nachts ihre Herde. Und sehr, plonk, you stand. So the beginning of bar 6, with no help from me. I mean, I might not be otherwise engaged, because it may just be purely the continuo and Ilya doing it themselves. Beginning of bar 6, after Zia, you'll hear this wonderful chord, and that's where you stand. So let's practice. Here's the beginning. Und es waren Hirten in derselben Gegend auf dem Felde bei den Hürden, die hüteten des Nachts ihre Herde. Und siehe, that's it, that's where you stand. Des Herren Engel war zu ihnen, blah blah. Okay, and you're ready then to break forth, O beauteous heavenly light, as they used to say. But the chord that's fed to you is a B minor chord, which is this. With tenors, that's okay for you. Altos, not so bad for you. But you think of an F sharp, you go up one to G. That's what you have to do, sopranos and basses, okay? Sing your first note immediately on the word brich for me. That's it, tenors you got there. It was a bit low to begin with. But so here is the last little bit of the previous number. Und sie fürchten sich sehr. First chord. You got there. Soprano, don't sing an F sharp, go one up from it. Okay? Here we go again, Robin. Und sie fürchten sich sehr. Think F sharp. Go one higher. That's it. You'll get this will be accompanied, but obviously it's nice if you come in on the right note without being surprised by it. Okay, let's go. So this is a clear, joyous text, moderately loud at the beginning, mezzo piano at bar 9, a crescendo on Freude sein, and a pause, and then then dazu is forte, zwingen is accented, gradually diminuendo to the end after that, okay? So, den Satan zwingen, going to defeat Satan. So, here's your chord. We'll have the chord to start you off. Here we go. That's it, but tenors, yeah. Nice bright B there. Hey, well done everybody. You're remembering extremely well. You've obviously marked them conscientiously, sort of places to breathe, places not to breathe. That's great. Have a seat. Now, we need more B on brich. Brich, brich. Really get that out. Can you say brich? Brich. Okay. Here's G major chord. Just get that B for us. There's a good lot there. Need more over here. Brich, brich. That's better. I'm getting more each time. I don't think we can ever have enough. Break forth. Okay, so we need the sort of onomatopoeic effect of that consonant. And then Morgenlicht. There wasn't enough T there. When you got to the next time round, erschrecken nicht. I could hear the T that time, but we need it both times, please. In bar 10, the word is Knäbelein, not Knabelein. It's Knäbelein, okay? So make sure you notice that those two dots over the top, they change the pronunciation. Knäbelein. And then altos, very nice. Zu den Satan. Those are your moments there. Those are your notes. And it's Satan with a Z sound, not Satan. Okay, Satan. It's a voiced consonant. Let's just go from. If you could stand up again, please, because then we're going to practice another bit of sitting. We're going to go from bar 9 with the upbeat, and just as before, number 13. When you hear the first chord of number 13, you sit. Okay? And I may well not be concentrating on you at all then, because I've got to conduct the strings. The strings, it's nice to have the stringed instruments come in. They're the sort of halo around the angel's head. You know, there's a little bit of instrumental effect, because the angel is now addressing the shepherds. Here is the upbeat to bar 9. Okay? Der Engel sprach zu ihnen. Don't be afraid. Okay, and then we have another little recitativo, number 14 for the bass. And then an aria for the tenor, which is quite a tour de force. And for that one, you'll be pleased to know there is no da capo in number 15. It just goes from beginning to end and leads into number 16, and you're going to sing 17 seated. Okay, so you don't have to worry about when to stand or when to sit again. Number 17 is seated. And you're not exactly fed your chord, because the number 16 ends with this cadence, and you have to find a C major chord. That's right. So sopranos, la la is contained within the A minor chord, so is the tenor's E, so is the bass's C. But altos, you've got to go down one to get that G, okay, from the A. So just be aware of where that is. So here is in bar 3 of number 16 we have thank you. Und in einer Krippe liegen. Just sing your first note. That's it. Bass is on a C, please. Not an E. Down there. Okay. It was harmonious, those of you who are singing an E. But can we have the C? Otherwise things could get interesting later on. All right, and then this is going to be a little bit intimate, not too soft, mezzo piano, but this idea of you're looking around, you're looking in on the manger, and looking at where Jesus is asleep in this place where the animals normally get their food. So it's a slightly more intimate setting. And we're also, remember, Des Herrschaft geht überall. We're doing a little crescendo diminuendo in the second phrase. So, here's your chord again and we'll sing it. So sit as if you're telling a nice bedtime, exciting bedtime story. That's it. Soprano it's difficult, the second phrase, because I want you to get louder when you're going lower. But we've got to try and do it. Now, one way you can do this, is with the text. You don't always have to sing loudly to sound bigger. If you can really get this idea of überall, okay, your lordship goes for everyone, over everybody. Okay, you're Lord of everyone. So that überall is the climax of that. And if you can really energize those syllables in that word, sopranos, that will help, I think. Same for everybody, really. It's only the basses. You don't need to overdo your crescendo because you're sort of coming up to quite a high note. But everyone else is going down. So use the text to energize your singing. We'll just do that one again. We'll do it unaccompanied. Here's your chord. Yeah, good. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we're going to take a break in a minute, and we're going to come back and do battle with number 21. But just to get there, you see we then have a recitative, and they went off to find the son lying in a manger. There's then an alto aria. This we're not doing the middle section of this, so you need to be aware that when you get to bar 112, is it? For the first time, that's the end, okay? We're not doing the next bit. So as soon as we get that to the end of that play out for the first time, what's an E? Then it's a cut to number 20. And before number 20 begins, I'll stand you up. Okay, so I will stand you once that aria has finished. So you can just watch for me to stand, and then of course there's this little tenor thing which leads directly into what you have to sing next. So I think this is a good moment to have a little break. And have we got anyone got any notices or anything that anything divulge? No? Right, have a little break, and then number 21 awaits us. Okay, let's press on. So, find number 21, please. And we're just going to sing 3 or 4 bars to get it into your ears, and then we'll do the lead-in from the recitative. So we're in G major. Okay, so we'll just sing a few bars straight off. Here's the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So that's got it into your mind. Now let's see if you can sing your first chord, picking it out from the lead up to it. So here's the number 20, please. Und also bald war da bei den Engeln die Menge den himmlischen Heerscharen, die lobten Gott und sprachen. 3, 4. Sorry, I asked for the first chord, didn't I? And then I carried on. That sounded all right. We'll just do that. Just do the final bit of the number 20, and then sing your first chord. Sorry about that. Die lobten Gott und sprachen. First chord. Okay, so we end on a D major chord. Okay, you've got to think la tenors, la, and basses, la, la. Or if you're picking up the D, you've got to think Adam's family. Da 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 dum. Okay, that's where you're heading. All right. So, because can you play the perfect cadence in D major followed by G major? That's where it's heading. Okay. So the last chord is still on the way. It hasn't actually arrived. So, first chord I'll hear from you, please. Die lobten Gott und sprachen. First chord. That's right, that's right. Okay, so it's just getting used to that. We'll do it a few times, well, a couple of times. Die lobten Gott und sprachen. And there won't be a long gap between 20 and 21 because it's basically they're praising God and saying glory to God. So you're part of the same sentence as the tenor, what the tenor's been singing. So there won't be a massive pause there. So here's number 20. Okay. Und also bald war da bei den Engeln die Menge der himmlischen Herrschaften, Scharen, die lobten Gott und sprachen. 3, 4. Good, good. And now this has got a fair trip along, light-footedly, like angels tiptoeing on the clouds. Okay, but still with plenty of dynamic contrast. So, before number 20, I will stand you up. Ready? And in fact, of course, sopranos you'll be over there, altos you'll be over there. Okay, and you guys will be in the middle. So I'll sort of do some sort of grand gesture, pointing at nobody in particular. All right. Just you have to be ready for it. Okay, so here you are, number 20. Und also bald war da bei den Engeln die Menge der himmlischen Herrscharen, die lobten Gott und sprachen. Now, at that point, you won't sit down because there's a teeny little recitativo, and then we're off into number 23, and we're within sight of the interval. Okay, but do sit down for now. That was well done, everybody. Now I'm going to do it at that speed. You've got doublings for a lot of it, and when you have the little semiquavers, again you've got little flutes and violins and things are doubling a lot of them. So you'll feel some companionship, hopefully, with the orchestra. Okay. The things that I'm really interested in, as you might expect, are the entries, always the entries, especially this got that whenever you have one of those, to try to bring it out from the texture. And the rest of the time, don't oversing. Make sure your entries are firm, punctual, okay, and lots of text, and then make way for the next voice to sing it. Yeah, great. Now, let's have a little think. Basses, bar 59, to be perfectly frank, if you want to sing Erden on the 2 equal Gs, rather than going down an octave, I don't think it'll make any difference to anybody in the entire universe, and probably be a bit easier to sing. Und Friede auf Erden free, rather than trying to go Erden free. Okay, so just repeat the G. Und Friede auf Erden free. Can you try that basis for me? Ready? 3, 4, 1. Und Friede auf Erden free. Fine. Now let's just get it moving a little bit. Okay, although it's soft, it's no slower than any of the other bits. So nice crisp diction. Und Friede auf Erden free. 3, 4, 1. Und Friede auf Erden free. Ah, fantastic. That's great. All right. Now I think we'll just do it a tiny bit slower, so that you can tuck into some of the notes with a little bit more confidence, maybe. Because we won't be doing any of these. Well, we might do 1 or 2. We might have time to do 1 or 2 next week. But next week's mainly about parts 4 and 6, not 3 and 4. 4 and 6. But if we do have a bit of spare time, we can obviously come back to something like this one. But let's have a little go at it. So here's the beginning of number 21. Entries. That's what we want. Here's the chord. Okay. Here's a bar for nothing at a slightly slower speed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Thank you. Tenors, I just want to hear you, please, at bar 17. The 2 entries here, with help from Robin. Okay, bar 17. Tenors. 3, 4. 3, 4. the four most important notes in that whole passage are in bar 17 and then in bar 20, okay? I don't really care what else you do, but you need to hear those, okay? And because the other notes, you know, there'll be help from the instruments a little bit, but that's where you carry the text, and you know, it's your chance to sing it. So sing your first two notes in bar 17 and really connect them. Don't pick at them individually. Make a shape out of them. Tenors, ready? 3, 4. That's it. Now that's fine. Can you give the second note the same quality of tone that the first one? I heard as if you didn't really believe it. But your tenors, come on. Zygote, 3, 4. Exactly. That's it. If I hear that, that would be fantastic. And then the next one in bar 20 is these two notes. Okay, and you can join those as well. Really join them. Make a little shape out of them. 3, 4. That's fine, that's fine. It's not rezygot on that occasion, it's just era all the way. But that's much better. So if you can really come out with those first two notes, and that applies to everybody, you know, if we're hearing them one by one coming from different places, that's the thrill of this kind of musical texture. So we're going to go from that very place with everybody, which is bar 17. Okay, just going to start bar 17, and the tenors lead off and show us how it's done, and then we all copy them. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Tenors, nice strong entry in bar 20, but you only went up as far as an E. La la. And you hit an E, which will do wonders for the harmony in the next few bars. You're a note below what you should be. So, my bon is what you need to write there. My bonnie lies over the ocean. La la. Okay, you really got to get up there. So be careful, but let's keep the same. If you get it wrong in the concert, but boldly with full voices, I should be happy. But try and get it right as well, and then I should be very happy. Okay, tenor. So same place, bar 17. 3, 4. that's it. Basses, can I hear? Und den Menschen ein Wohlgefallen. That's your final phrase in 62. Okay? Really come out, because everyone else is singing now, and so it's got to make a difference that you've started singing. So it's got to be rhythmically punchy, lots of text. Und den Menschen, be really excited, can you? 3, 4, 1. All right, that's it. So, Wohlgefallen, Wohlgefallen. To sing that. 3 and 4 and. That's it. That's it. You get that ge. Immediately we're aware of you. Okay. And then und den. And this applies to everybody. It's not und den. It's und den. Und den. Can you say that? Go. Und den. So it's und, U-N-T, den, Great Dane, if you like. Und den. And go. Und den. That's right. It must always be separated. Always. Okay. So basics. Und den Menschen. 3, 4, 1. Und den Menschen ein Wohlgefallen. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Right, stand up please. We're going to do the last section of that at speed, just to remind you again. Leave it ringing in your ears. This is bar 49. You need a nice strong entry from the altos here, okay? Sei Gott, that's you get things going, and then tenors on an A, and then sopranos on a B, and then basses on a C. Okay, so here we go, altos. I'll give you a bar for nothing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So recht, ihr Engel, jauchzt und singet, dass es uns heut so schön gelinget. Auf denn wir stimmen mit euch ein, uns kann es so wie euch erfreuen. 2, 3. Interval. Okay, have a seat. Well done, well done. Now, diction is, as always, very, very important here. And even when the lines are smooth, legato, we still have to enunciate, articulate the words. In German, you don't sort of get these elisions like you do in some other languages. So, wir singen dir in deinem Heer. Okay, here, sorry. Not dear in, but dear in. You have to hear the beginning of the word in. So I've just written a little line in front of it to remind me. The second phrase is the big one, isn't it? Aus aller Kraft Lob, Preis und Ehr. Every single consonant. Can you say that for me? And one. That's right. You've got to keep the consonant till the last moment, particularly as at the end of bar 5, the altos and tenors have 3 notes on it, on und, you see. So you can't go und, basses and sopranos, otherwise it would be untidy. Und ear. Can you say that? Und ear. As late as you can. Und ear. So there is a gap, but it's right up against the gap. And Lob Preis is quite difficult because Lob actually ends with a p sound, not a b sound. So you've got to go twice in succession. Can you do that? No. All together? That's right. Don't expire. I don't think we're covered for, we haven't got the insurance. So, and it's quite a dry one, not too much air. Lob Preis. Do that. Low price. Yeah, not low price, it's unvoiced. Low price. Low price. I can't hear it now. Low price. Low price. Can you hear it? No, we can't hear it. You've got better ears than I have. Low price. Low price. Right, so can you, your mission between now and the 30th is to stand at the bus stop doing that a lot. The more people are in the queue with you, the better. You have to say to them, low price, okay? And then ask them if they can hear all the consonants. And then das du o, so that's a fresh start. O lang gewünschter Gast, dich nunmehr ein, and that has to have a beginning as well. Not mehr ein, but nunmehr eingestellt hast. Okay, so all these words, it's just the way it's done. Okay, so, but it's fine. It's going to be good. So we're going to sing that one more time, hopefully like that. Sturdy, but not forced, and then we go home. And you've done excellent work. Obviously, preparation between rehearsals. I can really hear the difference. So thank you so much for doing that and coming with things so well prepared. So this is starting to have all the makings of a really excellent performance in 11 days' time. Thank you so much. So stand up, please, and we'll just sing 23 again. Here's your chord. I'll give you two, 3. Yes, very good. So next week, parts 4 and 6, and we will be in the church, and that obviously I think will sort of impede the fluency of what we can do a little bit, and we will take time to get used to it a bit more. There's fewer numbers in parts 4 and 6, so we've done the majority of the actual numbers you have to sing, but obviously the beginning of part 6 is a difficult chorus. You might remember that. And actually the beginning of part 4 is not easy either. So there's 2 big choruses for you. So if you can spend a bit of time, so what numbers are those? The first chorus in part 4 and the first chorus in part 6. If you could do some of your excellent 36 and 54. If you could do some of your excellent preparation with the resources online and so on, and give us a really good chance of making next week as positive and useful as today was. So I'm very, very pleased. Thank you very much. And thank you, Robin. See you next week.